today we are going to learn about the substitution method of finding the solution of pair of linear equations. Last day we have listed the ways of solving linear equation can be any of these four. It can be the graphical method, and we had already finished in our last lecture. If you have doubt, please go through the video lecture. Then today we will learn about the substitution method and elimination method, and if the time permits, then this cross multiplication or determinant method also. This topic, type of solution, I had already finished in our very first lecture. Then in next class we will go for this word problem. A student, solution of linear equation are very important for you, because all the other chapter, whether it is a arithmetic progression or even your statistic or anyone, ultimately you will landed up with two linear equation and you have to solve it. So method of solving the pair of linear equations is very important. So let us start. We have already finished this graphical method. You can quickly say this is how we had calculated their solution. Last day we had discussed. Please go through the video lecture. I have already uploaded. Let us start this solution by substitution method. Students, the general form of a linear equation or the general form of pair of linear equations is given by a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0. The other equation for this pair will be a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. Student, this is the pair. So it is the pair of linear equation in general form. These two are the linear equation or equations in pair, and the solution of this pair means the value of x and y which satisfies both. Means if you are considering this as equation 1 and equation 2, so the value of x and y which satisfies both 1 and 2, that is called as the solution. Must satisfies both 1 and 2. So that value of x and y is called as the solution. We have already learned in our previous lecture, there can be only one value of this pair x and y, that is called as unique solution. There may be more than one pair of x and y, then it will surely be infinite number of solutions. Or it may not be possible to find this x and y if their lines are parallel. How to find this x and y algebraically? Graphically, we have learned that if these two equations are represented by two straight lines, then the point of intersection of that straight line or the coordinate of the point of intersection of that straight line was the solution. But how to find algebraically? So the algebraic method are these three. So these three are algebraic method. Means algebraic method can be substitution, can be elimination, or cross multiplication. This was the graphical method or plot method. Students, see, we have these two equations. Finding the value of x, what will be x, what will be y? These two are the variables which we have to calculate. Just recall that in linear equation, if we have ax plus b is equals to 0, this is the linear equation in one variable. For finding the value of a known or variable, bring all the constant on other side. That will just give you the value of that variable. Means what? Linear equation in one variable can be determined simply by collecting the variable on one side, constant on other side, that way. But here we have this variable at two places. So what we can do? A student, if we just take one of the variable from equation 1 and substitute in equation 2, then I will be landed up with only one variable. So that method is called substitution method. The ultimate objective of these two different equations is to convert into one equation with one variable. For that, we are taking the value of the variable from one equation and substituting it in the other. These two equations, the method or the theme of this method is that the two equations are manipulated, or two equations are multiplied or divided or substituted in such a manner that we will get one equation in one variable, are manipulated to get one equation in one variable. Student, this is the tool that we are using in both of this. Means this statement or two equations can be converted to one equation in one variable by applying these two methods. Okay, these two methods. So this tool is useful or applied in substitution method and eliminating coefficients method. Students, this substitution method and elimination of coefficients, these two are not entirely different, rather they resemble with each other. ये दोनों मेथड बिल्कुल अलग नहीं है, लगभग एक ही जैसे है. जस्ट इनका जो मैनिपुलेशन है, यानी कि दो इक्वेशन को हम कुछ इस तरीके से मल्टीप्लाई या डिवाइड या इक्वेट या सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं कि हमें वन वेरिएबल में इक्वेशन आ जाता है. पर्पस यही है. तो हम आपको सेपरेटली बताएंगे हाउ to manipulate in substitution method and how to manipulate in eliminating coefficients method. Later on you will observe that this elimination by equating coefficient is more efficient or even better method. But first we have to understand this substitution method. So students, let us go for the substitution method and what are their steps. And in parallel, I will also explain you this elimination method. Let us consider a very simple example before writing the steps. ताकि जब मैं step लिखूंगा आपको याद हो जाएंगे यहीं पे and आप बहुत easily कर पाएंगे. Students, it's very simple. Let us take one example. X plus 2y is equals to 3. Another one is 3x minus 4y, or we may take 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. Consider this as the equation 1, this as equation. Means what? Student, let us consider one example to understand both of these methods. The first equation is x plus 2y is equals to 3, and second equation is 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. So this is the pair of linear equations. We want to find its solution. Means the value of x and y, this thing we want to know. Students, I will explain both these methods together. If we consider this equation, the ultimate objective, you are getting that these two equations have to be manipulated to get only one equation in one variable. तो अपना मतलब इतना ही है कि इस दो इक्वेशन को आप कुछ भी करिए कि ये एक इक्वेशन एक वेरिएबल में आ जाए. इट मे बी इन द टर्म ऑफ x और इन द टर्म ऑफ y only. ओके, सो व्हाट आई कैन डू. स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोग ये समझ सकते हैं, वन में टेक दिस इक्वेशन 1. अभी कोई इक्वेशन 1 को लेगा एंड ही विल कीप दिस x ऑन दिस लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, सेंड दिस 2y on right hand side, it becomes x is equals to 3 minus 2y. Now this x is same as this x which is in equation 2. So one may substitute this x here because the value of x and y are the same in both the equation. So from equation 1, I am calculating the value of x and I am substituting in equation 2. So substitute it. 3, the value of x, how much is x? X is now 3 minus 2y, means though this x is in the term of another variable. So I will substitute 3 minus 2y is equals to, right hand side is already 4y minus 5. See what we have now? Go for distributive property. 3 3s are 9 minus 3 2s are 6y is equals to 4y minus 1. What is this equation? This is our equation number 3, student. What is this equation number 3? This equation number 3 is ultimately combination or manipulation or substitution or some mathematical operation of equation 1 and 2. Why? Because from equation 1 we have calculated the value of x and we have substituted in equation 2. We have landed up in a linear equation with only one variable. It is our y. So don't worry, student, the method is very simple. From any of this equation, you take one variable. Say, from equation 1, you are taking the y. Then you substitute that y in other equation. Do not think, take the y from equation 1 and substitute in 1. No, you will not get any result because it will remain the same. So that's why you just take one of the variable from one of the equation and substitute in other. You may also do like this. Take the value of x from equation 2, substitute in equation 1. Again, you will get linear equation in one variable with the help of equation 1 in the term of y. You may take the y from the second equation and substitute in equation 1. You will get the linear equation in the term of x from the equation 1. That much simple. That's why this method is called as substitution. Substitution का meaning ही होता है कि एक में दूसरे को हम put कर रहे हैं और substitute कर रहे हैं. So where is the substitution? So from equation 1, we have calculated the variable in the term of other variable, and in equation 2 we have substituted. So here we have substituted x in equation 2. Why in equation 2? Why not 1? Because this x is already calculated from equation 1. If you are substituting the same x in the same equation, say equation 1, you will get left hand is equals to right hand. That will not going to give you any equation. Okay? It will simply remain as identity. So ultimately by manipulating or by certain multiplication or ultimately by the substitution of one variable from one equation into the another equation, we are getting linear equation in one variable, and from here we will get the value of y. So let us continue from here. Take all the variable on one side. Minus 6y minus of 4y is equals to minus 5. This 9 will go on the right hand side. It becomes minus of 9. This implies minus of 10y is equals to minus of 14. Minus sign will get cancelled. This gives us y is 14 by 10. Cancelling the common factor, 7 by 5. It is our 7 by 5. So a student, the value of y is 7 by 5. This way the y is calculated. But what about the x? Till now we have calculated the value of y. Now say x can be obtained by substituting in equation 1 because y is known, or substituting the value of y in equation 2, or even better one is whatever this equation 3 you have taken, take this as 3, this as 4, or directly substituting y in equation 3, you will directly get this x. So what to do? Then applying or using 3, we are getting that x is equals to our 3 minus 2y. So student, this equation 3 is nothing but it is same as equation 1. So you are writing equation 1 or equation 3, both mean the same thing. because this equation 3 is nothing but it is the rearranged form of equation 1 only. This way, substituting this value of y, we can get 3 minus 2 into 7 by 5. 5 3s are 15 minus 14 by 5. It is coming as 1 by 5. So this way, x obtained is 1 by 5. So you have to write this solution. Solution means xy pair. X is 1 by 5 and y is 7 by 5. This is the answer. A student, whether the value of x and y you have calculated is correct or not, that you can also verify. So let us verify it, whether it is correct or not. We have taken x is equals to, or we have calculated x is equals to 1 by 5 and y is 7 by 5. Keep in mind, this value of x and y must satisfy the equation 1 as well as equation 2. Our equation 1 is x plus 2y is equals to 3. X plus 2y is equals to 3. A student, if you are just taking one equation, you may think x as 1, y as 1, it is 3. Okay, but that cannot be the solution for this pair because that one is not going to satisfy this equation number 2. Therefore, whatever this x and y we have calculated, that we need to substitute. So substitute in LHS. Our LHS is here x plus 2y. Substitute it 1 by 5 plus 2 into 7 by 5. So it becomes 5 is there. 1 plus 14. So 1 plus 14 by 5. It is ultimately the 3. 1 plus 7 to the 14 by 5. 15 by 5, it is our 3. This is our RHS. So this way, we are observing that whatever the x and y we have calculated is satisfying equation 1. But this is not enough because we need to verify for the equation 2 also. Our equation 2 is 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. It is our 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. What is our LHS? Our LHS is 3x. Substituted 3 into x is 1 by 5. It is our 3 by 5. But our RHS is in the term of y, 4y minus 5. Go for calculating it. It is 4 into y, 7 by 5 minus of 5. So it is taking the LCM is 5, 7 4s are 28 minus LCM is 5. So it will go 5 times. So 5 into 5 is our 25. We are left with the 3 in numerator and 5 in denominator. What we are getting, a student? Again, these two are the same. Therefore, LHS for the equation 2 is equals to RHS. So 2 is also verified. Means the value of x and y that we have calculated is correct. So this way you can check your own answer whether it is correct or not. So if you have the time in your examination, you must verify whatever the variable you have calculated. So a student, this method or the method 2 or this one where we have calculated the value of the variable, it was minus. Okay, student. So this method 1 is called substitution because from one of the equation we are taking the variable in term of other and substituting in other, or the second equation. Therefore, this method is called as substitution method. So this step, based on this step, this name is given. Okay, a student, in many books you will get even more detailed name of this. A student, by substitution, what we are getting? By substitution, we are eliminating or removing one of the variables. Say, you just observe these first two equations in the question and the equation number 4. In the first two equation we have the two variable, but in equation number 4, which is the combination of this first two equation, is having one variable. So many a time this method is also called as elimination of variable by substitution. Keep in mind. So in many books you will also get this as elimination of variable by substitution. But this elimination means removing one of the variable. From 1, 2 and 4 we are observing that 1 and 2 contain two variable, but 4 contain only one variable, and from that we are calculating the value of that variable. This way the equation 4 is obtained by eliminating x from this equation 1 and 2, or removing this x. That's why this is also called as elimination by substitution. Keep in mind. But to avoid the confusion that this elimination word is here and the other method is also here, then what makes difference? That we have to understand. Students, to avoid the confusion that this substitution method is identical to elimination, we are using only substitution method. See, in both this case, by method 1 or method 2, one of the variable is going to eliminate. That is the ultimate objective. You know, it is this one. The two method, we are manipulating the two equation to get only one equation in one variable. So what could be the other way of eliminating one variable or removing one variable? Let me take the same equation again. Let us come to the method number 2, elimination method. The name itself indicates we have to eliminate one of the variable. But how I can eliminate? One of you may think the equation 1 contains x plus 2y is equals to 3, and the equation 2 contains 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. Means if I am going to multiply the equation 1 by 3, means equation 1 I am going to multiply it by 3. Multiplying any equation by any number means both the side we need to multiply. It is written like this: x plus 2y is equals to 3. Both sides we are multiplying, so you may write it is multiplied by 3. Or even this multiplication can be kept before this bracket also. Both mean the same thing. So this equation 1 we are doing the operation with equation 1 only. These 3 need to multiply with all these terms. What about the terms on left hand side? You need to write it on the left hand side. What about the term on right hand side? You have to write it on right hand side. But this 3 is for both left hand side as well as for the right hand side. So it becomes 3x minus 3x plus 3 to the 6 y, and this 3 is also for this 3 on right hand side, but wherever equal you have to write the equal sign. 3 3s are 9. This is our equation number 3, you may assume. Now observe, you need to compare this with the equation 2. Our equation 2 is already containing this 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. This is our equation number 2. So one may think just to subtract equation 2 from equation 3, or subtract equation 3 from equation 2, or even you may bring this 6y on right hand side of to this 9 in equation number 3, then you will left with this 3x only. Then you may equate these two, all mean the same thing. Okay student, means what you people can do now, one of your friend may think, आप में से एक कोई इस x और 3x को हटाने के लिए कोई ये कर सकते हैं कि वो इसे थोड़ा और भी अरेंज करेंगे. 3x is equals to 9 minus 6y, and the equation 2 is already This one is already our 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. I have just written this because in the pair of equation you need to carry both the equation together, one below another. अभी आप ये देखेंगे कि ये दोनों का LHS सेम हो गया, तो अब आप इक्वेट कर लेंगे. मीन्स 9 minus 6y is equals to 4y minus 5. अब आप देखेंगे यदि कंपेयर करेंगे तो ये इक्वेशन एंड जो आपके इक्वेशन 4 आए थे ये कुछ भी अलग नहीं है. लेकिन how we have obtained this equation? Not by substitution but by equalizing the coefficient of this variable, because in equation 1 we have multiplied it so that one of the coefficient of one of the variable become equal. देखा आपने, ये जब इक्वल आ गए तो हमने इसे या तो इक्वेट कर लिए, और you may also do like this. Rather than this, one may just think 3x plus 6y is equals to 9. Another, this is our 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. Go for subtracting one from the other. Keep in mind, equal sign always aligns. Okay? जो इक्वल के लेफ्ट में है वो लेफ्ट से ऑपरेट होगा, जो राइट में है वो राइट से ऑपरेट होगा. Go for subtracting. Means from this left hand side we have the 3x plus 6y minus of 3x equal, and right hand side for a moment you just forget it. It simply means you have to subtract this 3x from this 3x plus 6y. Therefore, from the left hand side you will get this is getting cancelled. So from left hand side you will observe this 3x is getting cancelled. But still in left hand side we have this 6y. But in right hand side also you have to subtract. It means change the sign. For the second terms in right hand side also, it becomes 9 minus of 4y plus of 5. So it is our 9 plus 5. It is 14. And this minus 4y is here. So keep in mind, equal sign always align. Whatever the terms on left hand side, you keep it on the left hand side. Change it. Means change the sign of this second equation for all the terms. If you are subtracting, we are getting the term with equal coefficient. Means the variable with equal coefficient will get cancelled. The other variable will left. So it is 6y is equals to, on right hand side we have the two constant that can be operated. It is giving 14 and minus 4y is already here. Bring the variable on left hand side, it becomes 10y is equals to 14. So y is still 7 by 5. Okay, student. So we are getting the same thing. So students, in this case, what we are observing, we have eliminated the variable x. But how? By equating their coefficients or equalizing their coefficients. So therefore, this elimination method in full form is also called as elimination by equating coefficients. देखिए आपने यहाँ क्या किया, आपने कोफिशिएंट्स को बराबर किया. ये आपने कोशिश किया कि दोनों के कोफिशिएंट्स बराबर हो जाए. स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे x था, यहाँ पे 3x था. Student, you may think for equalizing the coefficient of this y also by multiplying the first by 2. By applying either of these two methods, you can eliminate this y. That we will also do. So that's why this method is called as elimination by equating coefficients. So write this. So this method is also called as elimination by equating coefficient. So this is our elimination by equating coefficients. So student, what we are observing, elimination board is available in both of these methods. This elimination simply means it is removing one of the variable. But how the method differ? The method differ here that you are taking one variable in the term of another and substituting in the second equation. But How is in this method? In this method, you are removing one of the variable by equalizing one of the coefficients. Then you are either subtracting or equating the two with the same coefficient, or the variable with the same coefficient. Okay, students, so here we are getting that either this, keeping the equal coefficient on one side, the other variable and constant can be equated, or by subtraction of the equal coefficient, that can be removed. Two ways. Even for convenience, what we are doing is that we are always writing the given equation with all the variable on left hand side and all the constant on right hand side. That way it becomes more convenient. Means what? The same thing we are doing, but how? In a better manner. So student, the equation is our x plus 2y is equals to 3, and the second one is 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. So students, for applying this method, means for applying the elimination method, the better way to avoid the mistake is that you keep all the variables in both the equation on left hand side and send their constant on the right hand side. By that way you can avoid the mistake. How? Observe, the first equation that we have taken here is having all the variable on left hand side, and in second equation some of the variable on left hand side, some of the variable on right hand side. Therefore you must convert this second equation with all the variable on left hand side. For solving this, you have to carry both the equation together. So write this: x plus y is equals to 3, and in second equation bring this variable on left hand side. It is our 3x minus 4y is equals to minus 5. You keep it. Next step, when this is in this form where all the variable on left hand side and constant on right hand side, next step become more convenient. Now we want to equalize the coefficients. Here I can multiply this first by the 3. On multiplying first by 3, you are getting that this x become 3x, this 2y become 6y, this 3 become 9. So next step, no need to write this simplified form of this equation 1. You just draw the line here, and you are observing while multiplying equation 1 by 3, the x become 3x, and in our equation number 2 it is also 3x. So you need to subtract it. We change the sign of second equation. It become minus of 3x. It is 4x now on changing the sign, and this minus 5 will become plus 5. Now for the operations we need to take these new signs, not their older sign. Okay, now this line itself indicate you are going to subtract equation 2 from the equation 1, but at the same time equation 1 is multiplied by 3, so just cancel it in one step. That's all. Okay, just in one step you will get the answer. You have to put this habit. Okay, ये जो हमने दो तरीके आपको निकाल के जो समझाए, ये हैबिट नहीं डालनी है. ओके ना, इससे टाइम लॉस होता है. आप जस्ट एक स्टेप में टाइम सेव कर सकते हैं, ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूं. दो दिस इज ऑल्सो सेम एज दिस, बट कैसे आप क्विकली लिखेंगे और एक ही स्टेप में आंसर लिखेंगे, दैट आई एम एक्सप्लेन. स्टूडेंट, so first equation is multiplied by 3. As a result, this 3x is getting cancelled. Now coming to the other variable y. Student, in equation 1, the value of y is not 2y. Rather, this 2 is multiplied with this 3. This bracket have that significance. So in equation 1, our y is 6y. And in equation 2, we have plus 4y. If you have doubt, you may write it here. So in left hand side, wherever equal must be aligned. In left hand side, from the first equation, you have the 2 3s are 6y. And from the second equation, you have to write the add, because sign is already changed because of the subtraction, 4y. On right hand side, this 3 is not only 3. This bracket signifies these 3 have multiplied with the other 3. So this is our 3 3s are 9, and this is plus 5. You will get the same thing. 10y is equals to 14, and y value is 7/5. After calculation of this y, either you may go for substitution, as we have done here, means up to this much a step we can get, or even for calculating the x, we need to eliminate the y. So students, it is up to you. So here we are observing that for calculating the value of y, the x was eliminated or x was removed. Similarly, for calculating the value of x, we need to eliminate the y. That much simple. So let me do that one also. मैं वो भी करके आपको दिखाता हूँ यहीं पे. From here we are getting one more thing. While we have rearranged this equation 2 for this y brought on left hand side, the next step become more simpler, where we have got all the variable on left hand side and only constant on right hand side. So simplification become more convenient. इसी के लिए आपको ये एडवाइस किया जाता है कि जब भी आप एलिमिनेशन मेथड अप्लाई करें तो कीप ऑल द वेरिएबल ऑन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड कीप ओनली कांस्टेंट ऑन राइट हैंड साइड. प्लीज फॉलो दैट. This way the y we have calculated. Now I want to calculate the value of x. अब मैं x को calculate करना चाहता हूं. x को अब हम कैसे calculate करें? Very easy to calculate this x. हम यही इन्हीं दो इक्वेशन को फिर से लिखेंगे एंड एक ही स्टेप में फिर से हम x का वैल्यू निकालेंगे. देखिए, say for the x, here we have observed that eliminating x we are getting the value of y. But for getting the value of x, we need to eliminate the y. So rewrite the given equation again. The given equation must be in the form that all their variables should be on left hand side and their constant on right hand side. This is our equation 1. Write the equation 2, 3x, bring this variable on left hand side, minus of 4y is equals to minus of y. Now for calculating the value of x, means x should present, y should be removed. Here we are observing that the y have different coefficient. Equation 1 have coefficient 2, but equation 2 have coefficient minus 4. So if I multiply this equation 1 by 2, it becomes 2x plus 4y is equals to 6. This 2 and this bracket have that significance. Then we need to whether add or subtract. A student, keep in mind, in this case, while multiplying the equation by 2, you are observing that the equation 1 had the coefficient of y as plus 4. But equation 2 have the coefficient minus 4y. It means what? If you are just adding these two equations, you will get the result. Means the y will get cancelled. आप देखेंगे कि लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में भी इतने सारे टर्म्स हैं, तो यहां आपको पहले इक्वेशन से पता चल रहा है कि y प्लस 4y है, बट सेकेंड इक्वेशन से ये माइनस 4y है. तो अभी अपने इस दोनों को ऐड करना है, जरूरी नहीं ऑलवेज सब्ट्रैक्ट करना. सब्ट्रैक्ट कब करेंगे? जब दोनों के कोफिशिएंट्स सेम साइन के होंगे. बट जब दोनों के कोफिशिएंट अपोजिट साइन के हैं और सेम कोफिशिएंट है यानी मल्टीप्लिकेशन नंबर सेम है, देन वी नीड टू ऐड इट. जब आप ऐड करेंगे, यू हैव टू जस्ट पुट द एडिशन सिंबल हियर एंड नो नीड टू चेंज एनी ऑफ दिस साइन. You have to keep all the sign as it is. Then you are getting this 2 outside this bracket signifies this y will get cancelled. Equal, place the equal at equal position. What is on left hand side? When this one variable is cancelled, it is our 2x, and on this addition it remains plus 3x, so you have to keep that sign. And come on the right hand side, it is not only 3, rather the first equation is 3 multiplied by 2, it is our 6, but second equation is our minus 5, so keep this minus 5. What it becomes? It becomes 3 to 5x is equals to 6 minus 5 is 1, so value of x is 1 by 5. What we are getting? The same values. Okay, whatever the x we have, we were calculating. So by this method, what we are observing, this method is quite convenient if we are keeping all the variable on left hand side and constant on right hand side, just putting a bracket and putting a line, and properly whether to subtract or add depends on the sign of the variable whose coefficients are made equal. But itna simple. Okay student, so ye dono, the two methods that we have learned are not entirely different. It is just mathematical manipulation or adjusting the two equations to get only one equation. Also in this method, also the same thing we were doing. But these two methods only differs in their steps. In first method, you have to calculate one of the variable from one equation, substitute in other. Then you will get one equation in one variable. In second method, you are not going for this substitution, rather you are multiplying either equation 1 or 2 by a suitable number so that one of the coefficients of one of the variable become equal. Okay, so that they can be added or subtracted to remove that variable whose coefficient is made equal, and we will get the other value. Itna simple. So I am just going to write the steps for both of these equations, then we will solve the question by both the method. We will practice more question. Okay students, so write how is the difference. So students, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में हम आपको, और एक चीज और आपको स्टूडेंट बतलाया है, क्या बताया है, दोनों में तरीके और पर्पस तो सेम है, लेकिन पहले को हम बोलते हैं ओनली सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड, दूसरे को हम ये ओनली एलिमिनेशन मेथड बोलते हैं. ओके, जबकि दोनों में ही हम वेरिएबल को रिमूव कर रहे हैं. तो यदि आपके नाम में इफ इट इज गिवन इन द फुल फॉर्म एलिमिनेशन बाय सब्स्टिट्यूशन यदि लिखा रहे तो आप स्टूडेंट ये ही मेथड यूज करेंगे. ओके नो, यू हैव टू गो फॉर दिस सब्स्टिट्यूशन. तो ये ध्यान दीजिए, जब भी सब्स्टिट्यूशन वर्ड रहेगा तो आप ऐसा मेथड फॉलो करेंगे, whether it is written only substitution method or elimination by substitution. जब आपको only elimination method रहे और elimination by equating coefficients रहे तो आप ये मेथड यूज करेंगे. हाँ, दो in both the cases there is elimination, दोनों में ही elimination है, बट नाम को कन्वीनियंट और कंफ्यूजन अवॉइड करने के लिए हम लोग ये फुल नेम वाला मेथड नहीं बोलते हैं. वी आर ऑलवेज यूजिंग देयर शॉर्ट नेम. सो लेट अस राइट द मेथड और द स्टेप्स दैट वी आर फॉलोइंग इन दिस मेथड. सो हियर इज आवर सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड. सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड. हियर इज आवर elimination method. Elimination method. So what are the steps that I am going to write? In short, this substitution method is finding one variable equation by substituting one of the variable from one equation into another. This method is for framing one equation in one variable by substituting a variable. Say, let this be x or y, anyone you may take, the x or y you may take, by substituting a variable from one equation, from first equation, or you may take from the second equation also. So by substituting a variable from the first equation into the second equation, write this. This is the only tool. पूरा जो मेथड है वो इतना ही है. But here what we are doing, we are equalizing the coefficients and we are cancelling. Here make one of the coefficient in both the equation equal, both the given equation. Okay, students, when this coefficient is made equal, then either add it or subtract it. Then eliminate. Eliminate means you have to remove by adding, जैसे हमने लास्ट में आपको दिखाए थे, और subtracting. So then eliminate either by adding or subtracting the coefficients which was made equal. The equal coefficients, we get one variable or one equation in one variable. Okay, means what is the steps? If you want to write the steps, let me write in very short. So steps for the substitution method, you have to, from equation 1 or 2, let me start with the from 1. You have to, from 1 you have to find say x or y. आप इक्वेशन 1 से x और y को एक साइड में रखिए, निकालिए in term of other. Then comes the step number 2. You have to substitute or put that x or y in equation 2. तब आपको equation 2 में put कर देना है. तब while you are putting this one of the variable in other, you will get one equation in only one variable. In that you have to bring the find one variable. तो फिर यहां से अभी आपको वन वेरिएबल का इक्वेशन मिल जाएगा स्टेप नंबर 2 से, आप उसे बस कैलकुलेट कर लीजिए. तो then finally in step number 2, whatever this one variable you have calculated, use it for finding other variable. Find other variable by using value of one variable that we have calculated in step number 3. तो स्टेप नंबर 3 में हमने जो एक वेरिएबल कैलकुलेट किया उसमें आप सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिए. यही 4 स्टेप हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं. स्टूडेंट, लेट अस रिकॉल how these 4 steps we were using. Here I had taken one example, x plus 2y is equals to 3 and 3x is equals to 4y minus 5. From equation 1 we have calculated the value of x in the term of y. Then this x was substituted in equation number 2. We were getting one equation in one variable. From here the y we have calculated. Now this y is substituted in equation 1 or equation 2, wherever you wish you can substitute to get the value of. तो इतना सिंपल है स्टूडेंट्स. ये इसी स्टेप्स को, यही चारों स्टेप्स को हमने यहाँ पे इन्यूमरेट करके बताया. एंड व्हाट इज द डिटेल How to do? It is also written. Student, in elimination method, write down the steps also. क्योंकि अभी आपको इजी लग रहा होगा, बट थोड़े समय बाद हमारे बच्चे भूल जाते हैं, तो उनको ये लिखा रहता है तो बहुत हेल्प आता है. स्टूडेंट, in elimination method, what we are doing very first? So multiply either equation 1 or equation 2. किसी एक को आप मल्टीप्लाई करिए, ओके, नॉट दी बोथ. So multiply either equation 1 or 2 or both. Many a time we need the both. दोनों को कब करना पड़ता है वो भी आपको हम बताएंगे. So right, multiply either 1 or 2 or even both by suitable number so that their coefficients become equal. Student, यही इसका मेन स्टेप है. इससे पहले हमें एक चीज और ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. Before doing this step, you keep all the variable on left hand side and constant on right hand side. So write or add that step before this. Keep all variables in LHS and constant in RHS. ये पहला काम करेंगे, ओके, ये प्रोसीजर में ही है. यदि आप नहीं करेंगे, still you can apply the step number 2, but at that time you will get the variable on both the side. तो उस समय आपके स्टेप्स बढ़ जाते हैं और कैलकुलेशन में गलती होने के चांसेस है. That's why first keep all the variables on left hand side and constant on right hand side, then follow the step number 2. Either you multiply the equation 1 or equation 2 or both by suitable numbers so that one of the coefficient become equal. यदि आपके x के coefficients equal हो गए हैं and दोनों के same sign है, you have to subtract them. But यदि आपने x के coefficient equal किए हैं, दोनों के opposite sign है, you have to add it. So either by adding or subtracting, you will observe that the coefficients or the variable with equal coefficient will get cancelled and we will left with other variable. So write down that step. Step number 3, either then eliminate, simply eliminate the equal coefficients variable. How to eliminate? यदि आपके coefficients equal हैं, तो equal coefficients with same sign वाले को subtract करेंगे, बट आपने coefficients equal किए हैं बट उसके sign opposite है तो उसे add करेंगे. ध्यान रखिए. So equal, in this you may write the A. So equal coefficients with same sign. ये यदि आपने ऑब्जर्व किया कि इक्वल कोएफिशिएंट्स है, साइन सेम आ रहे हैं, देन यू नीड टू सबट्रैक्ट देम. बट इफ यू आर गेटिंग द इक्वल कोएफिशिएंट्स विथ opposite signs, when their signs are opposite, you need to add it so that on adding they will get cancelled. Okay, yeah. So this is what the step. Step number 4, you will get find the variable. Find the variable. तो आपको जस्ट एक इक्वेशन बन जाएगा, आप उसके वेरिएबल को निकाल दीजिए. This way I have written even all the steps also. You also must write it. ये आपको काम आता है. आप इतना लिख के रखेंगे, आप यदि मिस किए तो कहां गलती करते हैं आपको पता चलता है. Let us take some of the question. So students, we are going to solve this equation, the pair of equations, by substitution method, then by elimination method. Whatever the steps I have written, we have to follow that one. So let us solve by the method 1. Method 1 means the substitution method. Applying the substitution method, we are going to solve the equation. Let us rewrite the equation. The given equation is 3x minus 2y is equals to 6 and another is 4y is equals to 5x minus 2. Students, for the substitution method, we need to find one variable from any of these equations. Consider the first one as equation 1 and the second one as equation 2. Student, better habit is to find the value of y in term of x, either from 1 or from 2, then substitute it in the other. Here from the second equation we are getting that directly y can be calculated by dividing the right hand side by 4. So that will be preferable for us rather than working with the equation 1. So directly here I may take the equation 2. Why I am taking the 2? Because directly y can be calculated in the term of x. So equation 2 tells that y becomes 5x minus 2 divided by 4. Keep in mind this 4 is for both the term in this numerator. Take this as the equation number 3. Now you have to put this 3 in. Keep in mind, student, this y is calculated from equation 2. So equation 2 and 3 are the same thing. While y is calculated from the equation 2, you have to substitute this y in equation 1. So put this 2 in 1. We will obtain the equation is like this. Wherever the y is there, you have to substitute this much. So it is our 3x minus twice. In place of y, we have to substitute this much. Means it is our 5x minus 2 divided by 4 is equals to 6. This is the linear equation in one variable that we have already learned since class 8. So it becomes 3x, this 2 and this 4 will get cancelled, minus, but still it is our 5x minus 2 divided by 2 is equals to 6. Students are facing difficulty in solving this. The better habit is to multiply this by the denominator or the LCM of different denominators. Here it is 2. So multiply this entire equation by 2. So multiplying it by 2, it becomes 3 to the 6 of x minus 2 into this. It will get cancelled. Only this bracket will left. 5x minus 2. At the same time, this 2 will also multiply to this second RHS. So 6 into 2, 12. So please follow this. Better habit is to this one. Otherwise, you may take the LCM of this 3x by 1. So LCM of 1 and 2. Then simplifying it, then doing the cross multiplication. That is also okay, but that will take a bit more time. So better habit, whatever coming in denominator, you multiply both the side, means all the terms on both the side by that denominator. Here you will observe that this denominator for this term will get cancelled. This term will remain as it is, but this term and this term, other term have multiplied with that denominator. Now apply the BODMAS rule. It is our 6x minus of 5x plus of 2. Removing this minus for this bracket, it will turn plus is equals to 12. Here 6x minus 5x is only x, and left hand side 12 minus 2 is our 10. So one value of x we have determined. It's that much simple. Now we have to find the value of y. The value of x that we have calculated is 10. The value of y can be obtained by substituting in this equation number 3. This equation number 3 is nothing but a rearranged form of equation number 2. So even in substituting in equation 2 or 1 or 3, we can get the value of y. So it is 5 into 10 minus 2 by 4. It is 48 by 4. So it is 12. Therefore, the solutions are x is 10, y is 12. The same question we are going to solve by the elimination method. Now let us solve the same two equations by elimination method. For the elimination method, first we have to keep all the variable on left hand side and constant on other side. Then we have to choose suitable multiplication factor to equalize their coefficients. Students, again consider this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. First one is already in the form that we need. 3x minus 2y is equals to 6. But second one, we are getting that y is there, then 5x is on the right hand side. So better one is to write this 5x on left hand side and just below this 5. Keep in mind, bringing this 5x on left hand side, it becomes minus of 5x. Write this 4y, means its sign is 4y, and write the equal as it is. Keep only constant on right hand side. It is minus 2. That's all. Write the line, draw the line. Now think for eliminating one of the variable. We want to calculate the value of x. It means we have to eliminate the y. Say for x, we need to equate the coefficient of y. Here we are observing that in equation 2 the coefficient of y is 4, but in equation 1 the coefficient is 2. So if I just multiply this equation 1 by 2, then the coefficient become equal. But considering the sign, we are observing that the first one is minus of 4y and the second one is plus 4y. They have opposite signs, so we need to add it. Equal coefficient with the same sign, you need to subtract. With the opposite sign, you need to add. Therefore, see students, here we are observing that multiplying the first equation by 2 and adding in the equation 2, we are observing that this y coefficients become equal and opposite. They are getting cancelled. Here it is the addition. So from the first equation, it is 3x multiplied by 2, means 2 multiplied by 3x. So rather than writing in this way, you can directly write 3x multiplied by 2 as the 6x. And the second one is, now this is the plus symbol. We have not changed this sign. We have just added it. This indicates you have added the equation 2 in equation 1. So whatever the earlier sign of this equation, it will remain as it is. On subtracting, all of these signs are changed. So all these signs we have not changed. Why? If we are changing this sign plus 4y to minus 4y, then this y will not get cancelled. You will get minus of 8y. That's why we have added it. So the sign of this second equation, their x remain minus of 5x. Keep the equal in the same line. The second, on the right hand side of this, you have to take care of this multiplication factor. So 2 into 6 is our 12. This is minus of 2. So be careful. This implies, go on, taking the difference, it is the x and it is the 10. What we are getting? X value is 10. A student, are you getting the difference? Taking y, substituting in equation 1, the x equals to 10 was obtained in this much step. इतना सारा स्टेप करने के बाद हमें x equals to 10 मिला था. बट ये मेथड देखिए कितना ब्यूटीफुल है, कितना अच्छा है. Just in 1 or 2 steps we are getting the value of variable. So it is more efficient and best method. So this way x we have determined. Students, for y we have to eliminate the x. तो y के लिए भी हम लोग करेंगे. So write the equation again, the same equation. Now we are going to calculate for y. For y, we need to remove the x. So write the equation 3x minus 2y is equals to 6. The second equation with all the variable on left hand side means minus of 5x plus of 4y is equals to minus 2. This we have to do the manipulation. We want to preserve this y, means x have to be cancelled. For cancelling, here we are getting that in equation 1 x have the coefficient 3 and equation 2 x have the coefficient minus 5. How to equate this? Student, just by multiplying one of the equation we cannot equate this. But if the equation 1 is multiplied by 5 and equation 2 is multiplied by 3, then you will get this x become 15x and the other minus 5x also become minus 15x. This way the coefficient of x become equal. So write both the multiplication factor, also this 3 into 5 plus 15x, this minus 5 into 3 minus of 15x. So their sign are same. So we need to add them. Then we will get, this will get cancelled. Now what is left on left hand side? This 5 multiplied by minus of 2 minus of 10y from the first equation. Yes. So be careful regarding this multiplication factor and this sign and this coefficient. Very important. एक ही स्टेप में आंसर मिलेगा, लेकिन आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है, यदि आपने ये सब मल्टीप्लिकेशन और कहीं कुछ गलत कर दिए तो आंसर नहीं मिलेगा, गलतियां हो जाएंगी. So here from the equation 1 minus 2y multiplied by 5 minus 10y, but from the equation 2 plus 4y plus of 12y is equals to, go for the right hand side. 30. Yes, 6 into 5, 30, and from the second, do not forget this sign. What is this sign? Sign is our minus, because before this equation 2 we have taken the plus sign. That's why this sign was not changed. Be careful. So it will be plus 3 to the 6. This implies it is our minus of 10y plus of 12y is our 2y is equals to 36. This simply y is 12. So how easily we have calculated this value of y. Therefore, the solutions are x is equals to 10, y is equals to 12. This is the required answer. Students, here applying the elimination, we have calculated both x and y. Keep in mind, for calculating the x, y have to be eliminated. For calculating the y, x have to be eliminated. It is this one. Student, in many book or even for simplicity or simplifying this further, in this part, say if it is not asked for solving this by elimination method, then you use another thing I am going to tell you. If it is asked for solving by elimination method, then you eliminate both, means you have to do such calculation twice. But while you are solving the question, तब आपने x एक elimination से quickly निकाला तो दूसरे में elimination करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सेकेंड पार्ट में आप एक जगह सब्स्टिट्यूशन कर सकते हैं, जो हमने यहां किया है. तो जस्ट फर्स्ट तो इतने करेंगे ही, इसके साथ अभी आप सब्स्टिट्यूशन यूज कर लीजिए. So x is 10 is calculated, the y can be calculated by substituting this x. Put x is equals to 10 in either 1 or 2, you can calculate it very easily. बट फिर से अभी आप देखेंगे तो किसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट किया जाए, डायरेक्ट y एक साइड में है तो मेरे को y मिलेगा. तो आई विल प्रीफर द इक्वेशन नंबर 2. सो सब्स्टिट्यूट wherever x as the 10 that we need to do. So it is our 4y is equals to 5 into 10 minus of 2. So y is 48 by 4, it is our 12. So y is 12. So that's why it is advised, जब भी आपको क्वेश्चन केवल ये सॉल्व करने को नहीं पूछेगा, यदि आपसे अर्थमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन या दूसरे चैप्टर्स में आएंगे, आपको ऐसे दो लीनियर इक्वेशन बनेंगे, देयर इट विल बी फॉर्म इन द टर्म ऑफ a and d. What is a? A is first term, d is common difference. That we will learn in next chapter. तो उधर भी आपको ऐसे इक्वेशंस बन जाएंगे. तो उस समय आप इसे क्विकली सॉल्व करने के लिए पहले पार्ट में आप ये मेथड एलिमिनेशन बाय इक्वेटिंग कोएफिशिएंट यूज करिए, एक वेरिएबल निकलेगा. दूसरे पार्ट में आप फिर से एलिमिनेशन बाय इक्वेटिंग कोएफिशिएंट नहीं करिए, आप इस x के एक वेरिएबल को किसी एक इक्वेशन में पुट कर दीजिए तो ये मिल जाता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई यदि आपको जस्ट टू वेरिएबल्स के आंसर निकालने हैं, यू मस्ट follow this elimination method for calculating one of the variable and use this substitution of this value for calculating the other variable. ये चीजें आपको एक्सपीरियंस है और आपको ध्यान में रखने हैं ताकि आप फास्टली कैलकुलेट कर सके, क्योंकि एग्जामिनेशन में टाइम बहुत लिमिट होता है. एग्जामिनेशन इज नॉट ओनली हाउ बेटर यू आर नोइंग, बट आप उसे कितना एफिशिएंटली आप यूज करते हैं, कितना फास्टली आप सॉल्व करते हैं. तो जब आपको डिफरेंट मेथड पता है तो आपको आपने प्रैक्टिस किया, आपको पता चलता है किस मेथड से आप क्या फास्टली निकाल सकते हैं. सो दिस वे आई हैव एक्सप्लेन ईच ऑफ दिस मेथड्स. स्टूडेंट्स, यहां हमने देखा कि इट नीड नॉट ऑलवेज बी सबट्रैक्टेड, वी नीड टू ऐड इट. हियर वी हैव आल्सो ऑब्जर्व दैट either one of the equation need to multiplied or both of this equation need to be multiplied. So this was all about the solving equations by elimination method and substitution method. So this way these two methods we have completed. So student, let us come to the question number 2 of our NCERT exercise 3.3. Here you have to solve these two equations and then you have to find the value of m for this equation. Means we are given with the three equations. These equations are 2x plus 3y is equals to 11, another 2x minus 4y is equals to minus 24. It is this pair, and one more from which the m have to be determined is mx plus 3. So here we have to find what is the value of m. From this two we have to find the value of x and y. What is value of x and what is value of y? So student, keep in mind we are given with these three equations. From the first two equations we have to find the value of x and y, and the same x and y also satisfy this equation number 3. So first calculate the value of x and y from the first two equations, then substitute this x and y in this equation 3. It becomes a linear equation in term of m only, and m can be calculated. So for solving this, what to do? It's very easy, student. While solving this, you need to write these two, unless or until it is stated to solve by substitution method, apply the elimination. So it is our 2x plus 3y is equals to 11, and 2x minus 4y is equals to minus of 24. Here we are getting x is already having the same coefficient. So the best way is just to go for subtracting because they have the same sign. So change the sign to plus, change the sign to plus. This have gone out. We have left with 3y plus of 4y means 7y is equals to, on right hand side, 11 plus 24 is our 35. This implies y is 5. This way y is calculated just in one step. Then calculate the x. For x, I had told you, do not again go for eliminating the coefficient of y. Better way is to find x by using any one of the equation 1 and 2 by the substitution. So then use the equation 1. This can gives us twice of x plus thrice into y we have calculated is 5 is equals to 11. So this twice of x is equals to 11 minus 5 3s are 15. So x is minus of 5 by 2. This way the x is calculated. Now these x and y we have to substitute in equation 3. Students, keep in mind the same x you can also calculate by using 2. आप किसी में सब्स्टिट्यूट करिए, आपको सेम ही वैल्यू मिलने वाले हैं. देखिए मैं जरा इसमें यूज करके दिखलाता हूं आपको. 2x minus of 4 into 5 is equals to minus of 24. स्टूडेंट यहां माइनर मिस्टेक होगी आपको. 11 minus 15 is our minus of 4. Students, because of this minor mistake, so x is minus of 4 by 2, x value is minus 2, keep in mind. Or by using the equation 2, this 2x minus 4 into y is 5 is equals to minus of 24. You will get the same answer. Minus of 24, bring this 20 on right hand side, it becomes plus of 20. So x is again minus 4 by 2. So x is minus 2. So students, it is up to you whether you are using equation 1 or 2. You quickly calculate the other. So the best way is apply elimination in first part and substitution in second part. इसकी आप हैबिट डालिए, आपके टाइम बहुत ज्यादा सेव होते हैं. Unless or until it is asked to go for substitution method or purely elimination method. This is the combination of both. Here it is nothing is written how to find. तो आप फ्री हैं किसी भी तरीके से सॉल्व करने के लिए. Then, so therefore, our x is minus 2 and y is 5. Also, this x is minus 2 and y is 5 lies on the third equation which is given because they have the same x and y. Y is equals to mx plus 3. Y is equals to mx plus 3. तो आप यहां से x and y का वैल्यू इस इक्वेशन में सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं. Therefore, go for substituting the value of x and y that we have calculated in this third equation. It is our 5 is equals to m, x is our minus 2 plus of 3. This implies 5 is equals to minus of twice of m plus of 3. You may bring this m on left hand side. Twice of m is equals to 3 minus of 5. This implies m is minus of 2 divided by 2. The m value is minus of 1. This way, all the required things x, y and m is calculated. Okay? One answer was here. The other answer is here. So this was all about this question, students. So this way, wherever if you are given with the 3 equations, don't worry, calculate x and y from the 2, substitute in other, that should also satisfy. If it is not satisfied, then they are not concurrent. Or even in the third equation, if you have some other unknown, we can calculate it. Student, let us solve few more questions quickly. See the question number 3, very easy, nothing to do. Multiply equation 1 by 3, you will get both are the same kind of equation. Okay, they will represent only one equation. It will represent infinite many solutions. See, if you are multiplying this first by 3, what you will get, and adding it or subtracting it. Let us go for subtracting because they have the same sign. It will get cancelled because 3 into 3, 9x, minus 9x, cancel. 3 into y is minus of 3y. We have subtracted, so this sign have also changed, this sign have also changed. So minus of 3y plus of 3y also getting cancelled. This is also getting. So left hand side is 0 is equals to 0. 0 is equals to 0 means what? Both the equation are same. They have infinite many solution. इसका मीनिंग ये होता है स्टूडेंट कि इस दोनों के पास infinite many solution है. Means these two equations are not different, rather they are same equation. Then how to find that? So for finding that, स्टूडेंट्स इस केस में आप क्या करेंगे, यहां यदि आपको फाइंड करना है तो आप x का वैल्यू कुछ मान लेंगे, y कैलकुलेट करेंगे, किसी से भी आपको सेम ही वैल्यू मिलने हैं. लेट x इज इक्वल्स टू 0, y वैल्यू calculate from either of this. Let me take the first one. It is our 3x means 3 into 0 minus of y is equals to 3. So y become minus of 3. Yes. Means what? Infinite many solution में students आपको 2-3 solution लिखने रहेंगे. Question will be asked like that. Okay, now that's why I have taken this. In this case, this solution could be just few solution we are writing 0 and minus 3. Once you may assume y is equals to 0, you can calculate the x. So you may take y is equals to 0. This gives x is 1. Our, yes, 3 by 3. So it is our 1. Other you may take as 1, 0. A student, y is 0, right? On the second part. Okay. A student, more we can take. Let us take y is equals to 1, 2. हाँ, ऐसे ही आपको बहुत सारे मिले. Surely you can take x and y have some other value. Let us take x is equals to 2 now. Taking x equals to 2, it becomes 3 2s are 6. Bring this 6 on this side. 3 minus 6 become minus of 3. Minus minus will get cancelled. Y will come as 3. So this is, so this way infinite many solution will be there. तो स्टूडेंट जब दोनों इक्वेशन एग्जैक्टली आइडेंटिकल हो जाते हैं उस समय ये आइडेंटिटी आपको पता चलेगा कि लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में भी जो नंबर है राइट हैंड साइड में भी सेम है. मींस 0 इज इक्वल टू 0 आपको आ जाएंगे. At that time this equation have infinite many solution, and if it is asked to write 2 or 3 solutions, then you choose the x or y from your side, calculate the other. तो ये कुछ सॉल्यूशन आपको लिखने के लिए आएंगे. ओके, इट हैव बीन आस्क्ड इन योर बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन. तो वेरी सिंपल, बिकॉज व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ सॉल्यूशन? इनफाइनाइट मेनी सॉल्यूशन. आप रेशियो से भी देख सकते हैं. 3/9 is 1/3. It is also minus 1/-3, 1/3. 3/9, 1/3. So here we have verified that A1/A2 is B1/B2 is equals to C1/C2. That's why this condition was satisfied. So do not think no solution or nothing x and y can be written. At this time we can write infinite many solutions, and some of them I have listed. So this way the question 3 is over. Very simple. You please try in your home. Now coming to this decimal. डेसिमल से बच्चों को बहुत डर लगता है. डेसिमल बहुत इजी चीज होता है. डेसिमल को या तो बाई 10 और बाई 100 करके रिमूव करिए, या कोई सुटेबल 10 से थ्रू आउट इक्वेशन को मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए. So let me solve this question number 4 or give you the hint. Our question number 4 is 0.2 x plus 0.3 y is equals to 1.3 and 0.4 x plus 0.5 y is equals to 2.3. Students, very first thing what we will do, For removing the decimal, we will multiply each of these by 10. Automatically, decimal will be removed. Good. So that's why this equation is identical to, or directly you can write multiplying this by 10 first. What we are doing? Multiplying this by 10. Also multiplying this by 10. So that we become free from this decimal. जब decimal खत्म होता है तो आपका fear खत्म हो जाता है. So it becomes simply 2x plus 3y is equals to 13, and this is 4x plus 5y is equals to 23. ऐसा equation बहुत easy है. Now we are observing this can be solved by elimination method. Say, let us eliminate this x, which is more convenient. Multiply the equation 1 by 2, then subtract this second one. 2 to the 4x minus of 4x, it will get cancelled. Then 2 3 is a 6y minus of 5y is simply y. And 13 to the 26 minus of 23 is our 3. So just in one line we are getting y as 3. Okay, student? For calculating the x now, you may use either this equation or this equation, or even 0.1 you will get the same thing. Or for the other one, we may also multiply the first by 5 and second by 3. Then go on subtracting. Let me solve that one also. So 2x plus 3y is equals to 13, and 4x plus 5y is equals to 23. Now we want to calculate the value of x, so we need to eliminate this y. But here we are getting these y are different in two equations. They can be equalized by multiplying the first by 5 and second by 3. 5 3s are 15, 3 5s are 15. This will get cancelled. For that we need to change their sign. Minus, minus, and this one also minus. Student, now it is 2 into 5 means 10x minus 4 into 3, 12x means minus 2x. Or student, if you have doubt, you write one step. Don't hesitate to write one of these steps. So let me write 5 2s are 10x minus 3 4s are 12x. Keep this equal as it is. Then 13 5s are 65. This is minus sign. 23 3s are 69. Here we are getting minus of 2x. Subtracting, we are getting the negative is minus of 4. So x is our 2. Therefore, x is 2, y is 3. This is the required answer. So student, better thing यही है कि डेसिमल को आप पहले मल्टीप्लाई करके हटा लें तो आपको कन्वीनियंट हो जाता है. अदरवाइज आप डायरेक्ट डेसिमल को भी मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो भी सेम ही आएगा. देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, इसे यदि आप डायरेक्ट डेसिमल के लिए यदि आप कंफर्टेबल है, यू कैन अप्लाई डायरेक्टली हियर आल्सो. 0.2x plus 0.3y is equals to 1.3, and 0.4x plus 0.5y is equals to 2.3. No issues with this decimal. Even if I am multiplying the first by 2 and the second by 1, means without multiplying the second, go on subtracting. Minus, minus. You will get, this will get cancelled. 0.2 multiplied by 2 is 0.4. This is 0.6 multiplied by, sorry, 0.3 multiplied by 2 is 0.6 minus 0.5. So 0.6 minus 0.5, it is our 0.1 y is equals to, right hand side, it is 2.6 and denominator is minus 2.3. So it is 0.3 only. So the value of y obtained is 0.3 by 0.1. These are getting cancelled. So y is 3. Okay, student. So even no issues with these decimals. You can deal with this decimal directly. But many a time हमारे जो average बच्चे होते हैं उनको ये decimal fraction और ये रूट देख करके डर लगता रहता है. ओके ना? सो डोंट गेट फियर. आप ये सिंपल मेथड फॉलो कर लीजिए. Ultimate objective is to find the x and y. It doesn't depend on whether you have carried this decimal multiplication or you have first multiplied to get converted into integer. ये मतलब नहीं रहता है क्वेश्चन में. ओके? Similarly, we can eliminate this y by multiplying first by 0.5 and second by 0.3, or directly first by 5 only and second by 3 only, like here we have done. Again we will get the same x. Okay, so it was all about the question number 4. So question number 4 बहुत easy है, आप घर में ट्राई करेंगे, दोबारा आप लोग सॉल्व करेंगे. Let me come to this question number 5. स्टूडेंट्स, क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में जब बच्चे रूट देखते हैं तो उनको बहुत ज्यादा डर लगता है. देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में रूट तो दिया हुआ है बट बहुत ही इजी है, बट इसको थोड़ा समझना अच्छा है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, लेट अस कंसीडर. द क्वेश्चन इज रूट 2x प्लस रूट 3y. रूट 2x प्लस रूट 3y इज इक्वल्स टू 0. देखिए बहुत अच्छा है. रूट 3x माइनस रूट 3x माइनस रूट ऑफ 8y इज इक्वल्स टू 0. स्टूडेंट्स अब देखिए, लेट मी वेरीफाई. सेम है. So student, let us solve this question number 5. Where we are given with these roots and we want to find the value of x and y. Keep in mind, for finding the value of x and y, first you need to ensure whether they have the solution or not. But no need to apply the condition. Even just you try to solve it. If you are able to get x and y, that will give this solution. But if you are not getting this x and y and some mathematical violations occur, say left hand side not equals to right hand side, some such situation arises, or from both the side the variables are eliminated and the number are different, that will be the violation of mathematics. Then it means x and y is not possible. So let us try to solve this. Students, here let us try to cancel or eliminate. Though right hand side is 0, don't worry for that. Let me eliminate by elimination. Even in this case, this substitution is more easier, that I will also do. See, let me eliminate this x. So for that, I need to multiply this first equation by root of 3, so that this x have the coefficient under root 6, and the second by root of 2. So root 3 into root 2 becomes root 6, or root 2 into root 3 becomes root 6. They have the same sign, so go for changing their sign. It become minus, it become plus, it become minus. This term getting cancelled. Here we have this root 3 into root 3. It means it is our first one is our 3y. Very nice. The second one, root 8 multiplied by root of 2. The sign is plus. It is under root of 16. Students, just keep in mind, root 8 into root 2. It is under root of 16. It means it is 4y. Okay, now? So I can take this one. So this 4y is equals to, on our right hand side, 0 multiplied by anything is 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0, 0 minus 0 is ultimately 0. So it is 7y is equals to 0. Y is 0 by 7 is 0. ये देखिए एक वैल्यू मिल गया 0. ओके, चलिए we can apply the same elimination method to eliminate this y and find the value of x, or we may use this substitution now. इसके बाद आप यहां सब्स्टिट्यूशन यूज कर सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स। सब्स्टिट्यूशन क्या करेंगे, एक किसी में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिए, तो रूट ऑफ 2x प्लस रूट ऑफ 3 इंटू 0 इज इक्वल्स टू 0। क्या आ गया, इट इज रूट 2x प्लस 0 इज इक्वल्स टू 0, मीन्स रूट ऑफ 2x इज इक्वल्स टू 0, so x value is 0. Therefore the solution is x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0. This is this solution which satisfies this. Students, क्या x equals to 0, y equals to 0 पॉसिबल है? Surely पॉसिबल है। इसके यदि आप ग्राफ ड्रा करेंगे तब आप देखेंगे the two lines are intersecting at origin. Or let us verify this. Student, if I am taking a1 by a2 in this case, it is our root 2 by root 3. But if I am taking b1 by b2, it is our root 3 by under root of 8. These two are not equal. This clearly indicates that it have a solution. तो यही तो मतलब है, whether it is coming 0 or not. ओके, इससे मतलब नहीं है। तो इस तरीके से हम सॉल्यूशन यहां फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, और इवन वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड। स्टूडेंट, द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज दैट इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ द ग्राफ, यदि आप यहां पे ग्राफ ड्रॉ करेंगे इस क्वेश्चन का, तो आपको ग्राफ कैसा मिलने वाला है, आप देखेंगे कि एक जो ग्राफ मिलेगा, ओके, से इक्वेशन 1 के लिए और लाइन 1 के लिए, ये ग्राफ कुछ ओरिजिन से पास करता हुआ ऐसा कुछ आपको ग्राफ मिलने वाला है। कीप इन माइंड, दिस विल बी द फर्स्ट ग्राफ दैट यू विल गेट फॉर द फर्स्ट इक्वेशन। क्योंकि आप देखिए x इक्वल्स टू सम y रूट 3 बाय 2, ये कुछ इस टाइप का आपको मिलेगा। सो दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव यू अ ग्राफ लाइक दिस। यदि आप सेकेंड इक्वेशन का ड्रॉ करेंगे, so this is for line 1, or this is the graph for equation root of 2x plus root 3y is equals to 0. यदि आप स्टूडेंट सेकेंड इक्वेशन का ग्राफ ड्रॉ करेंगे तो आप देखेंगे ये लाइन आपको ऐसा मिलेगा। This will be the graph for line 2 or equation 2, which is root of 3x minus of root of 8y is equals to 0. आप ये देखेंगे कि ये दोनों ही ग्राफ एक दूसरे को ओरिजिन पे ही कट कर रहे हैं। ओके ना, तो देयरफॉर दिस विल बी द सॉल्यूशन। तो देखिए इसका ग्राफ देखिए, ये देखिए और ये देखिए, ऑल आर द सेम थिंग। सो वेरी मच कंसेप्चुअल थिंग। आपको ऐसे ही स्टूडेंट अंडरस्टैंड करने हैं। डू नॉट थिंक कि मैथ्स में एक्स एंड वाई का वैल्यू निकाल लिया हो गया। प्रीवियस जो चीज है उससे कनेक्ट करके देखिए क्या वो फॉलो हो रहा है। ये मेथड और ये क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी है, बिकॉज सीबीएसई हैव गिवन द क्लियर इंडिकेशन दिस टाइम क्वेश्चन विल बी आस्क्ड बेस्ड ऑन कॉन्सेप्ट बेस्ड लर्निंग। मोर फोकस विल बी टुवर्ड द कॉन्सेप्ट। एक ऐसा सिचुएशन आपको दे देगा, पूछेगा कि इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या है, ऐसे ही ग्राफ दे देगा एक कंडीशन, और केस स्टडीज में आपको बोलेगा इसका सॉल्यूशन ही नहीं है, इसका सॉल्यूशन है, इसका सॉल्यूशन 0 0 है, इसका सॉल्यूशन पॉसिबल नहीं है, और आपको ये इक्वेशन दे देगा, ये बोलेगा कि ये ग्राफ के पॉसिबल इक्वेशंस क्या हो सकते हैं, रादर देन रूट 2 रूट 3 इट मे बी गिवन a एंड b। तो आपको ये समझना है कि राइट हैंड साइड में जब दोनों ही 0 हो रहे हैं, means they must be intersecting at the origin, provided these conditions their coefficients are different. So this was all about the question number 5. So very easy and very interesting. ये सब चीजें आपको समझना है स्टूडेंट, learn these things. Now coming for the question number 6, यहीं पे मैं सॉल्व कर देता हूं। स्टूडेंट्स कुछ नहीं करना है, बहुत इजी है। फ्रैक्शन है, या तो आप दोनों को फिर से फ्रैक्शन को इक्वल करिए, या फ्रैक्शन से आपको यदि डर लगते हैं तो इस डिनोमिनेटर को हटा दीजिए। डिनोमिनेटर को हटाने के लिए क्या करेंगे, से आई एम कंसीडरिंग द फर्स्ट इक्वेशन, इस दोनों के एलसीएम लेकर के इसे मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे। तो एलसीएम 3 और 2 का एलसीएम 6 आता है, तो मैं इसे पहले 6 से मल्टीप्लाई कर लेता हूं। ये इक्वेशन कैसा आ जाएगा, while you are multiplying this 6 to this term, it becomes 6 into 3x by 2, but this 2 and this 6, while this 6 will come here, it will cancel 3 times, it become 9 of x minus, for this 3 will go 2 times, so 2 multiplied by 5, it become 10 of y, and right hand side is minus of 12। तो ये पहला इक्वेशन मिलेगा आपको। जब आप दूसरे इक्वेशन को फिर से क्या करेंगे, दूसरे इक्वेशन को भी आप वही कर लीजिए, पहले 6 से मल्टीप्लाई कर लीजिए। So multiplying this second equation by 6, 6 will cancel this 3 2 times, so it become twice of x, plus का plus है, 6 is 3 को, sorry this 6 is 2 से 3 times जाएगा, तो it become 3y, and right hand side में 6 पूरे ही कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, so 13 हो जाएंगे। अभी तो इजी है ना, आ गया। फिर से अब आप क्या करेंगे, x को यदि आप इलिमिनेट करना चाह रहे हैं, देखिए दोनों में कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं है और y में भी कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं है, तो या तो आप फर्स्ट को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करिए, सेकंड को 9 से मल्टीप्लाई करिए, फिर सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लीजिए। और देखिए सेकंड वाले का साइन अपोजिट है, सो व्हाट आई प्रीफर इज आई विल जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई दिस फर्स्ट इक्वेशन बाय द 3 एंड सेकंड इक्वेशन बाय द 10, देन आई विल add it. So multiplying first equation by 3 and second equation by 10 and adding it, these have the opposite sign, it become 30 of y, it is also 30 of y, they have opposite side, they are getting cancelled. Now 3 9s are 9, 3s are 27 of x पहले से मिला, दूसरे से क्या मिलेगा, 10 multiplied by 2 and it is in the plus sign, so plus of 20x लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का, राइट हैंड साइड में 3 को मल्टीप्लाई करिए 12 से, माइनस ऑफ 36, सेकेंड इक्वेशन में आइए, 13 को आपने मल्टीप्लाई किए हैं 10 से एंड ये प्लस में है 130, गुड। सो दिस बिकम्स, गो फॉर एडिंग दिस, इट बिकम 47x is equals to, go for subtracting this, 127, so x become 127 by 47, so ये आपको x का वैल्यू निकल गया। अब आप इस x को कहीं सब्स्टिट्यूट करिए तो आपको y का वैल्यू निकलेगा, इट्स दैट मच सिंपल। स्टूडेंट्स कीप इन माइंड, ये इधर हम लोगों ने थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक कर दिया है, 3 into 12 इट इज माइनस ऑफ 36, यहाँ 6 लिखना हमने मिस कर दिया है। स्टूडेंट थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए, यहाँ पे आई हैव नॉट रिटन 3 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय दिस 12, इट इज 36, यहाँ देखिए मिस प्रिंटिंग है थोड़ा, ये 36 है। स्टूडेंट ध्यान दें, बिकॉज इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी कैंसिल्ड, ध्यान दीजिए जरा, करेक्ट कर लेंगे। माइनस ऑफ 36, ये 6 लिखा नहीं था पेन ने, so from here we are getting this, go for adding, it is our 47x is equals to minus of 36 plus of 130, it become 94, so x is how much, 2 times, x is 2, so x value is 2, so x value you will get here is 2। अभी y निकालना है तो y के लिए क्या करेंगे स्टूडेंट, या तो इसमें पुट करिए या इसमें पुट करिए, बट मैं आपको फिर बतलाता हूं, आपने सिंप्लीफाइड करके ये इक्वेशन लाए हैं ना, तो आप इसमें पुट करिए, ओके, दैट विल गिव यू द बेटर रिजल्ट और द क्विक रिजल्ट। सो इवन हियर व्हिच वन आई शैल प्रीफर दिस सेकंड वन, क्योंकि ये 3y है ना, सो सेकंड इक्वेशन से अपने को मिल जाएगा 3y is equals to 13 minus of 2 into this is the other 2, this have gone on this side in this subtraction, So this become 2 to the 8. Sorry, 2 to the 4. So it have been 9. तो ये देखिए 3y इक्वल्स टू 9, तो y का वैल्यू कितना मिला? 3 मिल गया। तो ये देखिए इतना सिंपल आंसर है। आप इसे वेरीफाई भी कर सकते हैं। सब्स्टिट्यूट x इक्वल्स टू 2 हियर, इट बिकम 3 एंड y इक्वल्स टू 3 माइनस ऑफ 5, सो 3 माइनस 5 इज -2, दिस इज करेक्ट। आप सेकेंड में भी xy सब्स्टिट्यूट करिए, you will get the same result. So this was all about the today's class. Let us stop the class. This way we have learned how to solve the equation algebraically. Students, algebraical solution सबसे important क्योंकि throughout mathematics we will use it. So that's why I have solved the sufficient number of questions.